this is something that I've been noticing it for a while now, and from my perspective, I do think that in some sense it has gone overboard, and I think from what I'm hearing, it's solely not appreciated. There are two things that Craig Butler need. I'm not saying not want. I'm saying he need to stop doing. There's two things that he needs to stop doing, and the outward looks of it, just the outward looks alone, it's not a good look. I would certainly think that other people are noticing it as well, and in some sense, just maybe, people have view it the same way as how I am viewing it. Welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. However, I would say an interesting talking point to discuss, actually two talking points to discuss this morning, and it's about Craig Butler, specifically about the Jamaica Premier League, and it's a trend I see continued. And yesterday, he said something that particularly I think that he shouldn't have said it, and in my view, in my opinion, he's a big man. He can say what he wants. But the reason why, from my opinion, I think he shouldn't have said it is the the backlash, or should I say, the counter from that. I'm definitely gonna list it. There's two things I think Craig Butler should stop do this season, and these two things, in stop doing these two things, I think he might win over more of the support base, or some more of the persons who are watching him and looking out for negative comments, or looking out just to bash it, because there's a lot of persons doing that. And many times he has said things make me laugh as well. But the thing is, a lot of persons don't understand. Craig Butler is really good for Jamaican football for many different assets. But for media, he's good for the box office stuff. Where media is concerned, he's very good for the box office stuff. I do media, but I do football. I love football. I do football. So he does great for both sides of it. But the box office part of it now, where he consistently give media outlets content, like strong content, things that he say, things that people want to hear and people want to listen to, because that's his personality, in which nothing at all is wrong with that. Now, let me just get on to it. He said something in his post-match interview yesterday. If you go on, you can check it out on BAM Sports TV. He said that technically his season in Jamaica Premier League starts right now. And the reason why I said that, I don't think he should have said that, in my opinion, is basically stating that the players from the Manning Cup are now in the squad, which means that the squad is now stronger. And I'm not saying that that's a lie. And I'm not saying that's an excuse. Because, in fact, there are quality players coming into the squad, which means that the squad will generally get stronger. But the problem in that is, what are the other players in the squad thinking about what he's saying? Does the coach have trust in me? Or should I say, does the technical director have trust in me? Anyways, I'm going back to that. So let me give you the two things I think, personally, from my opinion, he should stop doing or manage better. Should stop doing or manage better. One, interviews with Lenny Hyde. Now, I understand that he believes in camaraderie and togetherness and stuff, and what that does, that foster the environment of work, should I say, a partnership. That foster the environment of partnership, that no one is being left out, everyone is understanding in what's happening. So it fosters that environment. But it also can look as if it's dictatorship or overseen consistently. And what do I mean by that? When I can't recall, I don't remember seeing an interview done by Veer Phoenix, whereas it's Lenny Hyde alone. I can't remember. I don't remember seeing that. Now, in that sense, I believe that Lenny Hyde as a head coach deserve the opportunity to stand on his 2 foot and speak about the game, speak about his experience as well. More so having his boss, partner slash boss, standing beside him, that technically can just shimmer some of these comments and those type of things. Maybe that's what the technical director, maybe that's what Butler wants, just to temper the things that you might say or stuff. But I believe that as a head coach, there must be a time when you can stand on your own and speak on your own. And I do believe most persons say that, like when you some time when you talk, cut in and say not to interrupt, but technically you're interrupting. I do believe that people are seeing that and saying, no, that is definitely something that he can work on. I believe that that's something he can work on. Allow the coach to do his part. I'm not talking about team selection. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about where the media aspect is concerned. I don't know what's happening in the dressing room. I don't know what's happening in the training session. I'm talking about where the media aspect is concerned. I'm speaking from that perspective. Allowing the coach to do the media to do the media post-match interview or pre-match interview just for the sake of the coach being a coach. No, that's one aspect. If you don't agree with me, no, I have no issues at all. There's no problem in it. I'm speaking from my opinion, from a media perspective, on how it looks. I'm speaking about how it looks. That's from my perspective. I would really want you guys go into the comment section and tell me what your thoughts on that situation. Do you think that with him being in every interview with Lenny Hyde, is it kind of overshadowing Lenny Hyde as a head coach? Does it look like a dictatorship? In some sense, people might say Lenny Hyde sometimes look quite uncomfortable. But tell us what you think in the comment section, people. I know people will come and bash me, even if me I say something positive, and people will come and bash me. Now, the next aspect of it is this, as I did allude to earlier, is constantly talking about when the Manning Cup players come into the squad. Now, just think about it this way. If you are a player in the squad from the start of the season, giving your 100%, and you're barely even getting onto the pitch, and you're giving your 100%, fine, you might not be good enough. But what if you're good enough, but just not getting the look in, or getting consistent enough game time? Just put yourself in that position. And you consistently hear the technical director / coach speaking about when this player come, when that player come, when this player come, when that player come, and technically overlooking you. How you think you would feel about that? When you're giving your 100% in training every single day, very, very committed, but people consistently, or not people, the coach consistently overlook you, saying that when this player come, that position will be filled, especially if it's a position that you play. You play attacking midfield, but coach consistently said we don't have any player for that position. How you think the player would feel in himself? Just put yourself in that position. Now, the reason I'm saying that is he has to give this team trust. Have to trust in everyone in his team. So when he's saying these statements or making these comments, it gives off the idea of lack of trust with the other players in the squad. That I don't trust them enough to really carry out what I want them to do. I only trust this set of players, and I'm waiting on this set of players to come before I can part on that instructions, or else we won't get the desired result. No, with him saying that the season starts now is because Mona is now out of the Manning Cup, so the Mona players will be coming into the squad. Now, basically saying that those players coming into the squad now, the better players, technically in some aspect, the better players are coming to the squad now, which means that automatically the season generally don't start now. So what you think the other players who were in the squad were giving their all through the start of the season up until now would feel about a sentence or a statement like that the coach would gesticulate to, or should I say went on comment on. So it's not ideal. It's not an ideal thing to say, in my opinion. People, these are my opinion. These are my opinion. And I'm not stating them as a fact. These are just my opinion on the situation from a media outlet looking on, listening to the interviews, watching what's happening. This is from my perspective. I can give you the football aspect of saying, just put yourself in the position that if you were in the squad and the coach consistently keep on saying these things, how would you feel about it? That's what I'm referring to overall. But as I said, these are the two things that he needs to work on. Allowing Lenny Hyde, from my opinion, from my perspective, people, in my opinion, just allowing Lenny Hyde to get a little more freedom where interviews are concerned. Like let him do one and two of the interviews by himself. Nothing at all is wrong with that. The second aspect of it, respect the squad. Trust the other players in the squad. No need to make it seem as if the entire squad is not good enough and only players who are out of the squad are good enough to take the team forward. You have to give those players a trust, because at the end of the day, at some point in the season, you will most definitely depend on every single player in the squad. It's a 39-game season. There's a few games gone out of the season so far. You will definitely need those players to rally back on. Injuries happen, card suspension happen, a card accumulation happen, anything can happen. Game, I think like every 3 days they play one game at some point in time. So you will need everyone in the squad. So it's very important to treat everyone in the squad equally based off comments being made by the technical director, Craig Butler. So, as I said, true words. As I said, people, just tell me what you think in the comment section. I can be definitely looking into the situation too far and too deep, but just tell me what you think in the comment section. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, people. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Massive respect, people, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV, we are out. God bless. Boom. Know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe, people. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. Know what I mean? We're out here.